we as a nation in Australia can show that we are not just great swimmers, that we're not just great rowers, but we're also the most generous nation in the world. You know, we can do that right now.
My question here tonight is, do we have the will?
I'm Hugh Evans, and together I believe we can and will make poverty history.
World Vision gave me this opportunity to go to the Philippines.
I said, Mum, I want to go and spend a year living in India.
Hugh Evans is a volunteer with World Vision, and he is the first youth ambassador for World Vision.
He's now Young Australian of the Year.
I know, it's incredibly exciting. I'm just so excited to receive this award. It's unbelievable. The Oak Tree Foundation is run entirely by people under the age of 25.
I just think it's great to see young people just getting out there and not feeling restricted by their age.
Over $100,000 was raised and has gone to fund a number of the Oak Tree's projects in South Africa and the Philippines.
So using donations from Hugh's Oak Tree Foundation, they built them.
It's a fairly mobile and very temporary health clinic. You know, there was a girl who came up to me a few seconds ago, 19 years old. You know, she's 2 years younger than me, and yet she's already infected with HIV/AIDS 3 years ago when she was 16 years old.
The Oak Tree Foundation's motto is young people learning through partnership. And on the 2005 South African study tour, that's exactly what we did.
Apartheid is over, and so too poverty should be over.
Come on! Let's make poverty history! Dan came to me about a year ago now and he said, you know, Hugh, I've got this idea to run a concert for Make Poverty History.
700 young people will journey from Melbourne, from Sydney, from Canberra, from Brisbane, from Adelaide, all heading towards Sydney, and will arrive in Sydney on the 7th of the 7th, 07.
Everywhere they go, they speak about it, they share this vision with people.
Do you know about our campaign, Mr. Howard?
I know a lot about it.
The time for change is now.
I don't for one second believe that it is a concert that makes poverty history, but I do believe that it can be a movement who makes poverty history.
Tim Costello, the head of World Vision, and Hugh Evans of the Make Poverty History Coalition announced there would be an all-out campaign, including in key marginal seats, unless the government changes its mind.
Back in Australia, Oak Tree is using what it calls a Schools for Schools strategy, a program that allows kids here to connect with their peers in developing countries.
I think now it's time for the organisation Oak Tree to tell a new story. I promised myself that I would leave at the age of 25. I strongly believe that there is a capacity for Australians to dream a lot bigger than we do.
Where we'll have 100 of our young people come to Canberra, co-chaired with Hugh Evans, formerly of Oak Tree.
The 2020 Youth Summit is a precursor to next week's big event.
It's a really diverse group, and I think that when you get them all in one room working together, it's quite amazing what happens. I think it is absolutely important for young people to have a voice.
To have a government that supports young people is really fantastic. It really means a lot to us.
If we can leave one legacy, it is a legacy that young people can and will change the world if they're given the opportunity to do so.